Hello, y'all. I'm back. It's 11:39 p.m. At night. So here's proof that I'm on the streets tonight. Um, I had. I'm glad it's not that cold right now, but um, later on, I guess within a couple of hours or so, it's probably gonna. The temperature's gonna drop. So they said it's supposed to get down to 70 or 71 degrees. But I had my hood over my head to try to protect myself from mosquitoes. They try to bite me. Um, Maybe a few of them tried to bite me and stuff. So, excuse me. So, thankfully, it's not raining tonight. And it's not supposed to rain tomorrow, but Thursday evening all the way through Saturday. It's supposed to rain, and I heard that it's supposed to have like severe weather again on Friday. So I'm you know excuse me but they're making my nose itch. Like I noticed that in the previous video, the previous bigger video, not the shorts. Um like I was so like very sleep deprived and tired. I still am. Excuse me. And my voice started to sound kind of weird um when I was talking, you know. So um they have certain things that are violently, forcefully unwanted and intrusive in my mind, but I don't want to upset myself even more trying to talk about it, you know. But um so like um the fake Darnell Williams perp was harassing me all afternoon, and I found out that he even came to harass me on another social media platform, um, putting the address of the hotel that I was staying at. So he admitted in one of his fake harassing comments a few days ago, he admitted that, well, of course, I already knew that spy satellites and drones, and stuff like that. But he must be tracking the satellites that's tracking me then. So, and you know what? Like, I haven't noticed or paid much attention to the drone thing in a while. Um, but usually they be hovering like right over me, like over my, not directly this low, but they be high in the sky, but being like very close by me, you know. And so, let me see something. But they got this big boat in the way. Um, yeah, but I don't see. Um, well, I'm not gonna worry about it. But yeah. So thankfully, I have just enough help with 2 meals for tomorrow. You know. So like I'm very disappointed because, well, I try to go to the local libraries, and it seems like the smaller local libraries, I end up getting harassed more than the bigger regional libraries. Um, So, excuse me, even though they have that over policing, I guess Jefferson Parish, I feel safer on either side of the river, you know, of Jefferson Parish. But Orleans Parish, I guess because it's a major city, New Orleans, bigger city. And so, and like everything is like very dirty and everything because the bigger city, more people and everything. So I feel more relaxed, cleaner, and safer, you know, on by Jefferson Parish. But, that fake security guard from this Hilton right here, thought he had the fake authority to dictate that I should not be allowed to, be seen downtown ever. But you don't make the doggone rules for homeless people and throughout the whole city. But it's only your job to, at the hotel, that's it. But for you to think that you can try to dictate my entire life, that's narcissistic. So, but so I'm disappointed and upset. Any of y'all Christian TI or not, any of y'all Christians that's watching this, please pray that that the stalkers don't get me wrongfully banned from the library, because that's pretty much all I have. With me being homeless on the streets with really nowhere to go. So I'm gonna say this again. Excuse me. The reason why, due to my targeting, the reason why I cannot do gym memberships is because, I got a little lucky in Pensacola, but, yeah, like if they can get me wrongfully banned from the fake dirty YMCA, I'm pretty sure that they can get me wrongfully banned from any gym. So, like, for me to be, like, told that I'm banned and trespassed from a gym for defending myself against the gang stalking, and then, if you got a membership where they force themselves, they forcefully, take out money every month, but you're trespassing banned from there wrongfully due to the gang stalking. So if you trespass and banned from a gym, like whatever fitness gym, and so if I get trespassed and banned, and then I get worried that, say, for example, if I do get wrongfully banned from like every, say, for example, if they had a place called Crescent City, they don't, but I'm just using this for, maybe they do, but I don't think they do. But if there was a gym called Crescent City Fitness or something like that, no, I'm gonna use this. If they had like LA Fitness, right? And if I the online stalkers call up LA Fitness, and I'm getting banned from LA Fitness, right? And then what they would do is trespass me and wrongfully trespass me and ban me for standing up to the gang stalkers and exposing the videos or whatever. The online stalkers call up the place, show them my videos, and add more lies and slander. And then I'm trespassing, banned, and can't go back. But then at the same time, I'm forbidden and I'm not allowed to cancel the membership. And then they just keep on deducting more money out of my account. How fair is that? And then I heard no matter what, these gym memberships are a scam. And and they try to make it nearly impossible to cancel the membership. They try to make it nearly impossible to cancel the membership. So that almost happened with the YMCA in downtown Pensacola, but I got lucky enough that I was able to work out a deal where I was able to pay $14 cash every month. But before then I was working there and able to use the facility for free. And then when I was at the YMCA in Pensacola, like a lot of the employees and the guests, they would harass me like all day, every day. Harass, like incessantly just harassing me, and so it would be more the staff than the guests that would harass me so much. Excuse me. And then, for me to be wrongfully banned and trespassed because of gang stalking setups, but I could have had a moment where I would have ended up, being trapped into being wrongfully trespassed and banned and forced to leave immediately and not allow, or if they don't even give me the chance or the opportunity to cancel the membership. And then that's a waste of money right there. If I'm banned and can't even go to the gym, but y'all just taking out money every month. So that's the reason. And then even before then, the horror stories that I hear about people trying to cancel gym memberships, I just, and they won't allow you to pay cash. They won't allow you to pay cash. So I just, can't take that chance for them to think they own my bank account and just yank out money whenever they feel like it. No, I own my bank account. Y'all don't own shit. You're just a fucking gym. Stop stealing from people. So that right there is the reason why I do not touch gym memberships. But when I was going to UWF, using their pool facility, we were able to pay like for the whole semester. And and of course I had heavy gang stalking, lots of issues there too, and of course I had lots of issues of heavy gang stalking, and the gang stalking guests at the pool were, sneaking behind my back, making up lies and false assumptions, trying extra hard to get me wrongfully kicked out of and banned from, and imagine like if you pay like $100 for the semester and you wrongfully banned because somebody lied on you, and then like they would be messy and gossiping and trying to get in my business. They would be snooping and looking at what I have in my locker, and questioning, oh, why does she have so much stuff in her locker? And then, go 70-something-year-old Navy veteran, go and gossip, and multiple of them, and go to Miss Nancy and gossip to her and tell her, well, Candy has like a whole bunch of she got a lot of stuff in her they'll say like Candy has a lot of stuff in her little locker or whatever, you know. But I'm like, I'm homeless with nowhere to go, you know. But they would just make up a bunch of petty tattle, sneak behind my back and make up a bunch of tattletale complaints. Oh, that freaking cigar. That that guy, they had a white guy that just passed by with the damn cigar. I can't breathe now. So anyway, um, so it's like they would try to like sneak behind my back and like do petty tattletale, and then I'm like, are you serious? Like, you 70 something fucking years old. And one lady, I pretty much stood up to her and basically not exactly told her fuck off and leave me alone, but that's exactly what I was trying to get at. And then she thought that she would try to punish me with the silent treatment and treat me like I don't exist, don't even give me eye contact or anything like that. And then they just had certain people that just acted bizarre. And then y'all call me a Karen. But those ladies would act like abusive, narcissistic, rich, fake Karens. And act like they delusionally believe that they own the whole sauna. You know. So like one time this white lady that looked like she could have been in her 50s. It was, and I didn't even know what was going on, but it was right before that thing started in 2020, right? And I think that earlier that day I had got poisoned by people cleaning outside with bleach downtown Pensacola. And so like I was coughing a lot. Excuse me, due to being poisoned by the so much bleach, even though we were outside, you know. Excuse me. But then later on I went to use the sauna and it was cold. And I was, you know, coughing because of being poisoned by the bleach. And the lady flipped out on me really bad. And I didn't understand why. Don't y'all know that 2 years later, that lady saw me and thought that she had the fake authority to punish me with the silent treatment and like a freaking elementary school bully? Now, like, are you freaking serious? But yeah, people of any age could be just doggone immature, you know. But that was before I knew what was going on, though. Excuse me. But yeah, I mean, I really felt like moments when I could go to the beach or go to the pool, it would clear my mind. But they were increasing my sleep deprivation so much that I was no longer able to dive off of the diving board. In 2019, you know, I was trying to dive off the diving, well, not dive, but more like jump off the diving board, you know. And then in more recent, like last year, like 2022 and 2023, I felt like I ended up with that phobia again of being like too scared to jump off the diving board. But, you know, like in 2019, if I would jump off the diving board swimming, and I feel like I got to stop doing this. I can't do this no more because I'm pretty sure it would be dangerous with me being sleep deprived. So I had to stop doing that. And they would sleep deprive me even more. on purpose, so that people would think, oh, she lazy. Nah, motherfucker, I'm days of like no little to no sleep for various different reasons, being homeless and everything. Homeless or not, sometimes they will sleep deprive you, being targeted. So, like, I guess, like, I mean, like, if things didn't happen the way they happened earlier this year, and I know it's my mistake, my fault. Excuse me, I could have gone to my former college campus and done the same thing, but they would try to take like in 2018 or 19 when I became homeless. I tried to go to the rec center, and they wanted like $400 like for a whole semester. And I'm like, no way that I have the money for that, But the Planet Fitness on the West Bank wanted like $217. I don't remember if it was for 3 months, 6 months, or whatever, but but I but they said that if I wanted to pay in cash, I would have to. That's the only way I could pay, But recently, I guess they changed the rules. They changed the rules that that they say $10 a month, but like this first time I was able to go for free, like a free guest pass and for one day, and that was it. The day I went to court, but they said that if you don't want a membership, but then it would be $10 a day. But then they said that you would be better off getting a membership, but then that membership is a trap. But either way, it seemed like a trap, So, but then again, as I said, like, that's why I cannot do like a membership commitment to any gym at all, because of the gang stalkers, online and in person gang stalkers, mobbing me or perping me out of there, or making up a lie for an excuse to have me wrongfully banned, excuse me. So that's the reason why I cannot. But like now, other targeted individuals, I have seen them expose gang stalkers at the gym, the library, grocery stores, restaurants, hotels, their homes. At well, I don't recall seeing whether or not they were exposed gang stalking at church. But if you get what I'm saying, like multiple places, if they were exposed, themselves being stalked, followed, harassed, targeted, whatever, and people of all backgrounds. Now, I heard that people tell me that in the Freemason community, they teach kids as young as 3. Some people say 8, other people say 3, to start to perp. But little babies and toddlers, they're innocent. Even if they're 5, 6, 7 years old, they're innocent, But sometimes when a child is 8, I heard that they still really don't know no better. And some people say that the age of accountability is 12. But other people say there's no such thing as an age of accountability. So I don't know about that. But I see how they indoctrinate the kids and dress the kids in perp clothes. So if you see somebody perping with their 8-month-old baby, I'm not accusing the baby of perping, but that's the doggone parents dressing the babies in perp clothes, while the parent is doing the perping. And you're not biblically training your children up in the way they should go when you train them how to perp. You're not. So, um, but I heard that just like it's very rare for Hollywood people to speak up against the, you know, whatever the evil stuff in Hollywood, most people keep their mouths quiet. The people who come out of Hollywood and speak out, they end up being controlled opposition. But if they are sincere, they end up being covertly murdered. And then that's the same thing with the gang stalkers. Like, how many perps and fake TI perp sellouts will come and apologize to us? And they're already sold out and narcissistic. So if they do apologize, they have a sinister, sneaky agenda where they will try to bait you in and try to, like a narcissistic hoovering you back in. And then the abuse ends up being worse than the first time and more traumatic. So, like, after a TI sells out and become a perp, you can never trust them anymore. Or a regular perp could never and should never be never supposed to be trusted. Dang. So, I'm trying to hold to stay faithful. As I said, like, the harassment is unbearable to the point where I'm like, are y'all intentionally trying to drive me to go and commit suicide? Because I'm damn sure not selling out. So it's like, as I said, I had been lukewarm and backslidden. But I did better today. I prayed, I read the Bible, and I listened to 3 chapters of the Bible, and I listened to over an hour of some of my Christian songs. So I had a little bit of perp activity, and like that perp with the red van. Like, I was across the highway and I saw him with the arm out the window. Or did I already come on that side of the highway already? See, whoever's making that doggone noise, you see, it's a group of people. Excuse me. So, but I wanted to say that, like, I do not have any, I'm going to say it before, I do not have any pleasure in having to beg and panhandle and ask for help. It's like I'm forced to do it because I don't know of any other alternative. You block me from having jobs. You think I'm too crazy to work, and it's like when these flying monkey gang stalkers try to talk like as if they have more of a conscience than we do. So, like, I don't even know if I should do like a blog post or just talk about it on YouTube about how they do. I was shocked and amazed in a bad way that they do Kiana Clark Peace the exact same thing that they do to me. They treat her the exact same way. And she's forced homeless as well with no family support. I saw a video where she said that, but like the harassing comments, it looked like she don't really, pay much attention to the online comments or anything, but she excuse me, her suffering and persecution reminds me so much of what I go through. Um but I thought I was the only one, and my twin sister started it. But when she ended up attracting her fake flying monkey cult followers, um I have them all blocked. So all they can do is comment on her videos about me or community posts and gossip about me. But they treat Kiana Clark Peace the same way. Like, they would give her like little to no thumbs up on her videos, and then she get like almost exclusively like nothing but the same type of harassing comments. And some of the perps that harassed her came to try to flock towards me, and vice versa. So like now I see like the fake Aquarian Doris perp, this perp named this fake TI perp named Brandy Lou, and a few other perps, talking about her in the exact same manner that they talk about me. And they be giving each other like, ooh, see this on my that's the mosquito or whatever biting up my hands. Shut up. That's the damn train. So you're gonna harass me for 10 whole fucking minutes again? It's now Wednesday, May 15th, 2024 at 12:11 a.m. in the morning. So yeah, this mosquitoes, two mosquitoes look like they bit me on my hands. But the rubbing alcohol, it helps the itch go away. It's soothing. So it's like they begin. Well, she don't really pay much attention, but like they give her. I mean, they give her like no thumbs up on her videos, and then they give each other like 17 and 18 thumbs up on their fake harassing comments. And like the fake Aquarian Doris perp, her and Brandy Lou, Lew. I wonder if her name is Brandy Lewis. So these bastards, they don't even like you, and they come even try to. Brandy Lou, she tried to come follow me on TikTok and make harassing comments on one of my accounts that's now gone. I had to block her or whatever, and so they had quite a few other people that give like, even if I'm seeing people comment harassing, abusive comments on Kiana Clark Peace's page, and then it's precisely the same stuff that they say about me, pretty much, But I don't remember if I saw a video of yesterday or the day before a ghetto perp tried to physically assault her, for documenting the harassment, like they do to me. And and they got their false narratives about her, and they try to gaslight her and everything. And so the guy named Karen is versatile. The online perps when they found out and flooded his video with with slanderous comments about me, you know, and it's like they illegally found out before I did. So like, if the fact that the cult, that they found out before I did, like they keep Google and YouTube searching me and whatever other search engine just searching me nonstop, you know. And so like, I don't even know who the cult leader is for Kiana Clark Peace, like you know, but I'm thankful and glad that Karen is versatile, that he did that supportive video about both of us. That was very sweet and thoughtful, because we're human too, and we don't deserve this much hate. And so like, I recently stumbled upon both of them, you know, but Nerve Gorilla made like a harassing video. Like, now I found out Nerve Gorilla he claimed he doesn't believe in God, you know, and he likes to attack and gaslight. He's kind of like, some people say that him and Chief Handler are the same person, but I think they're different people. But Nerve Gorilla, you know, he made fake videos about me before, a while back. And one time my twin sister, when she hashtag targeted individuals and then got her feelings hurt, when she got bullied and harassed by Chief Handler, and she couldn't take being harassed, you know. So but wow, like, so like, when they have like a whole like fake gang cult army of people to harass you and take you down, and Kiana Clark Peace, she ends up being like wrongfully banned from everywhere. She has kids, from what I heard, and she was even like abused by the CPS system and everything, you know. But I need to pray for her. And Karen is versatile, and you know, a lot of other targeted people, you know. But even then, like, I'm scared to get close with anybody due to the targeting. So, you know, she get wrongfully banned from everywhere too, and she'll look this bite on my finger from the you know. So like, Nerve Gorilla made a fake, I didn't watch, don't really, you know, but he made a fake video about Karen is versatile, and Karen and my twin sister commented, and because Nerve Gorilla, he tagged my twin sister in the video and the fake Aquarian Doors perk, you know. So I don't know if Nerve Gorilla was attacking him for defending me and Kiana Clark Peace. So like, you know, these online stalkers talking about how they can't stand me and that they think I'm gross, they think I'm disgusting, and then they falsely glorify themselves. Oh, I'm one of her new subscribers. You don't have the right or authority to subscribe to me, to somebody you don't like. But they will say stuff like, "Oh, Kiana Clark Peace, she got," like, y'all the ones stalking. But then they will say, "Oh, Kiana Clark Peace got crazy looking eyes," and stuff like that, you know. But I get called crazy. But yeah, people um as I said, like, people don't really tell me that my eyes look like a psychopath, or they don't tell me that my eyes look crazy. They was covert narcissists that try to get, fake TI perps and regular perps that will try to tell me that my eyes, that they can tell I'm a child of God, or that they can tell that my eyes that have that radiant spark, or that I'm a beautiful soul, and this and that. And then after I get into an argument with them, after standing up to their narcissistic abuse or finding out how fake they are, then they want to talk about Candy got demon eyes, or Candy's eyes turn black, or Candy's eyes look demonic. Oh, you're saying that after you switch your narrative about me, after we got into an argument, after I stood up to you trying to be narcissistic and bossy and controlling, or after you switched up on me. Oh, I felt like straining my vocal cord. After you switched up on me, you know, um, so, but yeah, I like I'm really devastated that I really can't get I don't trust the idea of getting close to any, even people who claim to be targeted. Like, I'm scared to get close with anybody anymore. And it seems like every time if I try to talk to someone, um they dismiss and ignore my hurts and my cries for help, or just to be listened to. you know um but I no longer fall for the lie that I'm schizophrenic, or that I'm, you know such and such. But like, y'all keep gaslighting people, and y'all know what y'all doing. So I was, I felt really comfortable going to the West Bank Library in Harvey. I felt relaxed and comfortable over there. A little bit of OCD, but mostly relaxed and comfortable. And I felt like, well, all I gotta take is one bus. But from here, if I gotta be on the streets, I would have to you know, take a long walk and then two buses, or take the streetcar plus two buses, or take three buses to get to the regional library in Metairie. And I don't think that the Clearview bus runs on weekends, and they're very limited during the weekdays. So, like, it's easy to just get on the bus, the Lapalco bus, the W3, and just take that one bus to the library in Harvey. And yeah, I had some gang stalking, like they gang stalked me. Like, when I walk out of the library, perps are pulling off in droves. Or they place their one arm out the window, or they got their one headlights and all their perp tactics. But, I mainly go and charge my phone, and I be days of doggone sleep deprived and trying to get rest. And don't trying to bother nobody. You know, but they had certain, some perp activity, but it wasn't major. But, I'm praying and hoping that I don't even know if that Danny guy is a perp as well. I know he's definitely not abusive, highly narcissistic, but I don't even know if he acted the way he acted out of ignorance. or but I feel like the fact that he wasn't even trying to listen to me made me feel like, yeah, you a perp too. The fact that he wasn't even trying to listen to me, you know. And so my twin sister's still doing fake videos trying to police my mental health and trying to smear campaign me and everything. So it seemed like as if she's working with Nerve Gorilla. And I don't know if she's harassing other TIs on YouTube. But my twin sister copies off the fake foster mom Adrian Felder that if I have one person to support me, and she will try to persuade them different, you know, she will try to get in their heads a smear campaign. And if the smear campaign doesn't work, she'll be like, well, you're just as crazy as she is. And that's what the foster mom would do. Like, if you didn't agree with the foster mom and her smear campaigns, or if anybody was supportive of me, the foster mom would be like, well, they just as crazy as you. Oh, you're just as crazy as Candy then. And people don't be like, you sit there and call your own twin sister crazy, or you sit there and like, and people say, well, Candy, why is your twin sister always putting you down? Now I know why. Why is your twin sister always, down talking you, or why is she always putting you down, or why is your sister always bullying you? Why is your sister so mean? Even other professed targeted individuals that try to tell in a nice way that no, you don't understand, Candy really is being targeted. And she'll be like, oh no, Candy ain't being targeted, she's just a schizophrenic scammer or whatever. And they're like, no, she really is, I'm trying to tell you, she really is targeted. And then she'd be like, oh well, you're just as crazy as, if you believe that, then you're just as crazy as she is. And then they'll come back and nearly in tears and say, Candy, your twin sister is so mean. But that's rare occasions that happened though. But my twin sister will, a lot of times it's very easy for her to persuade and use like whatever fake charm and witchcraft to get people in the TI community to backstab and betray me, and for them to just believe her lies so instantly. you know um but it's like excuse me, they have people that like certain people in the TI community have said that my twin sister was cruel enough that she made them cry and had them in tears. And when Darius, before he betrayed me, like when he was a new supporter of mine, like he tried to tell her, about the program, and then, she told him the same thing. You just as crazy as she is, and y'all two might as well, be fucking each other or something like that. But then, and she called him a stank-faced Rastafarian. And she got really nasty with him, but then he secretly went behind my back. He told me, don't look back on your twin sister's page. And then he secretly went behind my back and was watching her videos and taking notes. And it's like a lot of stuff that I could have defended myself against, and then he started to be like, after he got hit by a car, he scapegoated and blamed me. And I didn't know until like almost a year and a half later. And then he started to get like extremely abusive. And you know, and it seems like I can tell that he was sneaking behind, and then later on he covertly admitted it. But it seemed like he wanted to punish the whole world because he got hit by a car. And he scapegoated and blamed me for it. And I never even met him in person. And everything was just really strange, you know. Um, but come to find out, the friendship was fake the whole time, and he was a covert narcissist that, you know, tried to butter me up, and you know, and then afterwards he just started, like, after he, and I remember the singer Chris Brown said that's about Hollywood industry, that the industry will build you up just to tear you down. And that's a covert narcissist. That's what they would do, build you up just to tear you down. After they love bomb and butter you up, and then right after they sense that you're too comfortable, and for no reason at all, they slowly but surely start gaslighting you and start secretly separating themselves from you, and then start changing and slowly pull the rug of support away from you. And then when you question them about it, they gaslight and pretend and lie and say that y'all still friends and that you're no problem. And then after things come to a head, then they switch up their narrative and make it like as if you were always a problem, and that they got a long laundry list of or grocery list of complaints about you, and they make you feel like the worst piece of shit, like the devalue and discard. But they've been sneaking behind your back, faking on you the whole, even like Darius, Miss Samantha, and all them, fake the whole, Trisha, Monique, and all them, fake the whole time. Like, I would have thought that Darius was genuine and loyal. And it's like people, even in the TI community, that you least expect to sell out and become different. You know, it'd be like the biggest surprise, the biggest trauma. And so, like, I mean, nobody talks to me on the phone now. I don't trust anybody with this. I mean, any so-called friends with this phone number. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Now, this phone is used for business calls only. No family members call. I don't even think any of my family members have this current phone number. No family members, no friends, no personal, but they had a couple of personal people I've talked to last year, and each one of them done turned into perps. So I think it was like 3 or 4 people that had this number. Like, I'm scared to give away my phone number no more, because the people, even in the TI community, that switch up and start perping or narcissistically abusing. So, you know, imagine somebody who start off, they come to you. You don't go looking out for them. They come to you at your lowest. And they come to you at your lowest. And then start to befriend you, and then they start telling you how great you are, this, that, whatever. And then, you know, they will give you the time of the day and let you talk about stuff that nobody else is willing to listen to. And and they make it like they share the same trauma that you do, and you both talk about it, and they feel like they give you these false promises that they will never turn their back on you or betray you. And then they will even, like, you know, if you know them in person, they'll treat you like, for example, treat me to like something really nice. Like, I'm just throwing a random, like, say if somebody might treat me to Acme Oyster House or something like that, like something extravagant. Was that a good word? Or a Legacy Steak and Chop. Or if somebody might treat me to Zia Rotisserie Chicken. Or, someplace that's like high-end restaurant, right? And then next thing you know, and then they'll treat you to something nice like once a week or so. Or they were constantly giving you a lot of money. And then next thing you know, and they will call you and constantly check up on you and make sure you're okay and this and that. And then after a while, you just stop hearing from them. And then you call to see what's going on, and you see them on social media talking to everybody else, but you try to message them on social media, they ignore you. They ignore your calls. And you try to back off and try to not look like as if you're bothering or harassing them. But they covertly don't tell you that they don't want to be bothered, or that they no longer like you, or that they hate you now. After they just buttered you up and made you feel like the best and tell you that you're their favorite. Nobody else before ever told you you were anybody's favorite. So then, they will make it like sky's the limit. You can talk about anything. I would never judge you. And they will pretend to fake agree with and support everything you do and say, while secretly behind your back, covertly making you look like a fool, or try to make a fool out of you. And then, after they turn against you and betray you secretly behind your back without your knowledge, then suddenly they just start ignoring the shit out of you. And then when you question or confront them about why, when they question or confront you, you question or confront them about why. They got a perp coming over here. I don't know if that's the same man that cussed me out the other night. So, I got my earbuds in, so I can't hear what he's saying. Excuse me. So I'm kind of distracted. So if they secretly go behind your back and quit talking to you or whatever, and when you confront and question them about, well, hey, Tracy, or hey, just another random name, hey, Jamal, or hey, Calvin, or hey, hey, Lynn, Um, I haven't heard from you like in like a whole like, you know, 2 months. Is everything okay? Everything's fine. You know, or you'll see them say something on social media that's definitely about you, but and everybody else know that they're talking about you, and they know you're talking about you, and then you suspect that they're talking about you, and you know they're talking about you. But if you question or confront them about it, they will gaslight and lie and say that, oh, that wasn't directed at you. I was just speaking at people in general. And then they say, swear up and down that, oh man, but you cool with me. You cool with me. Oh, ain't no problem, whatever, And then all of a sudden, after that, they would go a long time without talking to you, and they don't talk to you nearly as much. And then after a while, you have a crisis, and you reach out to them for help, and then they'll treat you like they'll kick you down even harder at your lowest. When you are like, say for example, if you lost your job, and then they feel like, oh, you're always negative and this and that or whatever, and then this is why I don't talk to you and this is whatever, and then y'all end up getting into an argument, and then they will lecture you for like 4 hours straight, and then try to frighten, bully, and intimidate you and scold you and tell you off about yourself and everything like that, and then make you feel more suicidal than you already were before you called them. And then you end up going out and about in society, having no sleep that night, and then go the next day, and some perp will come and triggering it and provoke you, and then you end up lashing out on that perp, and then that person who you thought was a TI friend that backstab you, and you just lost your job and everything, and then next thing you know, you end up in jail for freaking assault, because then like there's a I'm just using like some truth mixed with you know what if scenarios. Um Damn, now they're making my chest hurt. See, every time that they have those bikes with the lights, there's always loud music to go along with it. See, they got idiots. It's early Wednesday morning after midnight. It's not no freaking Friday or Saturday, you dummy. See, they did that for noise harassment to try to distract me. So, but I do not feel comfortable with going to the Gretna Library, because, and especially with me being traumatized by the jail situation. If they have the police officer at the tiny little Gretna Library, like what can we do? Like what crimes we gonna commit? Why do they unnecessarily have a freaking police officer over there? But at the Rosedale Library in Jefferson, Shrewsbury, they have security guards. At the downtown New Orleans Library, I hate that. I don't feel comfortable over there. The downtown New Orleans Library, they have security guards. At the they got a Jefferson Parish Sheriff at the East Bank Regional, but at the West Bank Regional in Harvey, I have not seen any police officer or security guard. Because I think the outcome would have been different, and I probably would have wrongfully gone back to jail on Friday. If they would have had like a police officer on site. So, you know, the Jefferson Parish, I mean, the Gretna police officers, um the ones that stay at the Gretna Library. Some of them be nice, some of them be mean, but like I feel like I don't like I feel triggered when narcs tell me that I have them walking on eggshells. So should I say I feel like I'm walking on eggshells or thin ice? Um, I just do not feel comfortable with that small little library and Gretna police officer there. Um, and just feeling like PTSD and feeling nervous. Um, you know, and there go that perp again with the loud. And don't you come your fucking ass over here. And that he exactly fucking coming over here. Get, come on, man, get the hell away from here. Exactly. He doing that shit on purpose. Dumb. See? So they're gonna copyright. I hope they don't copyright claim my video. See, that's freaking robbery, and it's like 12:45 in the morning, and this is what type of troll shit you fucking doing. Like, go to fucking bed, go home. So, and this is one of the reasons why I cannot go to sleep. Constant like harassment, distractions, noise harassment, or people try to startle me out of my sleep just to ask me for a fucking cigarette or a light, or make I do not feel safe or comfortable. I mean, imagine if I was dozing off asleep right now, and he would have come over here with that, and then I'm like startled out of my sleep, and oh, you just causing me to be more sleep deprived. Another night of sleep deprivation because you want to be fucking dumb. You know, and um so yeah, like I do not feel comfortable or easy being at the Gretna Lab. Now, if there were security guards there, I hate both cops and security guards, but I probably would have felt a little bit more at ease. But um, with the Gretna police there, like I'm just really scared. And like what happened was, okay, like I was trying to say that, well, several hours ago. No, it's now Wednesday, the 15th. So yesterday, the 14th, about a little more than 12 hours ago, when right before the library, right when the library opened, a police officer came to drop off a pair of handcuffs to another police officer. Oh, but because of what happened Friday, I forbidden and not allowed to film and record that. And I guess that was used for the gang stalking, Gretna police gang stalking intimidation tactic. Either that or to try to remind or like directed conversation, kind of reminding me of the jail situation, and to re-traumatize me all over again. And then later on, that same elderly police officer was giving me had his face twisted up, giving me mean, threatening kind of facial expressions, like a mean, angry look. you know. But I mean, I don't even be feeling comfortable when a police officer wants to be any kind of nice. You know, I just want them to stay the hell away from me. You know, don't be nice, don't be mean. Like, just like y'all want me to cease to fucking exist, I feel the same way about y'all. Excuse me. So, yeah, like I feel like I don't want to be going to, I don't feel, even though it's closer to here, the Gretna Library is closer to here than Harvey. And also you can just take one bus. But, you know, I don't feel comfortable or easy, you know, with the cop, I mean, dealing with the cops being there, you know. Um, and now, because of Friday's incident, I can't even feel comfortable at the Harvey Library anymore. And like, and like the man on the phone earlier, you know, I'm gonna say yesterday, he mentioned something about if people give you permission to film. Well, of course, the gang stalkers are not going to give us permission to film because they know what they're doing is criminal. But they be out on the streets in their cars filming and taking pictures and videos of us targets and trafficking us and putting us on the dark web without our consent. How was the fake Darnell Williams perp able to have a picture of me walking down the street in Bloomington from the back view of my body? And I don't know if I was in Victoria or Bloomington, Texas at that moment, but that damn sure was. You know, I heard that Bloomington, Texas had a Facebook group where they were documenting and gossiping and, you know, documenting their gang stalking activities about me, you know. And I was there not even a month, and I already had a false bad reputation and was hated and unwanted in the city of Bloomington. And in Bloomington, Texas, the black people were telling me that the Mexicans and white people are racist against us. So, I mean, I experienced racism from Mexicans, you know, in Los Angeles and whatever city in Texas, Dallas, Denton, Bloomington, wherever, you know. And I mean, I ended up loving like all Hispanics no matter what. But I was traumatized. There he goes again. He doing that shit on purpose. So once he passed me, he started to ride slower on purpose to force me to hear his music. Get the hell away from here! Damn, I'm about to fucking confront him. That's just evil. But yeah, I had loved, like, you know, all like fascinated with all Hispanics from all, you know, countries and stuff like that. But traumatic, as I was saying, like traumatic experiences in Texas and Los Angeles made me feel a certain way, but the like the legal Mexican Christians, I got along great with them. If they invited me to their church, or if they're nice enough to fix me dinner or something. And the Mexican Americans, in East LA, and the Mexicans in Mexico, I got along great. But then me dealing with some of them, I had very traumatic experiences. Some of the ones in South Central LA, in my neighborhood and stuff. But then they had, like, it seemed like people from El Salvador were a lot nicer. But then I had some issues with people from El Salvador as well. And growing up, people from Dominican Republic, Honduras, or whatever would bully me. The kids at school treat me, and even Spanish from Nicaragua, would treat me a certain way. People weren't, like, when I was in Costa Rica, the only Costa Ricans that accepted me were the ones that looked black. The ones that looked Native American or mestizo or white or whatever, they hated me. They didn't like me. You know. So even the host mom and her son, they were gang stalkers. They were a gang stalking host family that I was set up with. The host mom and her son were perps. And then even like the host mom in Costa Rica used to feed me a lot of food, but then tell me that she tried to lecture me, telling me that, in Spanish, Candy, usted come mucho. And I said, well, you really think I, eat too much? And she said, demasiado. Meaning like, Candy, too much. But I was on those psych medications at the time. I ate basically what she gave me. And they would have certain covert, fake, nice, narcissistic friends or whatever who would always serve you a lot of food. And then give you a lot of food just to kick back and watch you eat a lot. Even like at the fake Hell's Way Church in Los Angeles, they used to do that to me. Give me 4 hot dogs to eat. And then make it like me and David Jane have a reputation for being greedy and eating so much. But y'all give us 4 hot dogs. We didn't really ask for 4 hot dogs, but you give us 4 hot dogs. How come nobody else is greedy for 4 hot dogs? But we're the only 2 y'all single out. If you serve everybody 4 hot dogs, why are we the only 2 that's greedy? They had other fat people in that church too. But because we're considered special needs and disabled, that's why y'all treated us like that. But then they have certain people who consider you greedy and then give you a stingy amount of food. A baby's serving size that you would give a freaking infant, like a 1-year-old, and then try to call you greedy. But like Lisa Ruby used to she was manipulative and controlling with the food and hiding my food and like withholding bathroom trips and stuff like that, and forcing me to pee on myself and or forcing me to hold my pee in for 3 hours and stuff like that. And you call this deliverance from demons or whatever? So she would force me to starve all day in a fake name of fasting, and then give me a whole bunch of food to eat and weaponize the greedy thing against me. And then her husband would serve me food with dirty hands. And then, excuse me, to make my nose itch, serve me food with dirty hands. And then serve me food like a toddler or an infant amount of food or whatever, you know. Um so I'm surprised I talked this long, because now my phone battery on my backup phone is at 67%. You know, so like, well, Sunday I only ate twice. And yesterday, Monday, I had 3 meals and couldn't even eat all the food. And then Tuesday, I only ate twice. Um, Try to eat some of the remainder of the leftovers. And, you know, if I would have still been in a hotel, I could have saved them more leftovers. Eat more leftovers. But I felt bad to throw that away. And then I had nothing until dinner. I told y'all what I ate. I'm just documenting how I'm surviving as a homeless TI. I see this fly or whatever. What's, Guess what? Now I see a drone in the air hovering over me. But I have to but I can't I have the phone facing me, so I can't expand the camera. But it's um a small that's it. Is that it? It's a small white dot in the sky. Way up there. That's a drone. But yeah, like, they have certain people in the TI community that hate me and falsely accuse me of being a perp, and I never even did them anything. And then they go spread the smear campaign, Candy is a perp, and then manipulate. Like, I have very few people to support me on TikTok. I used to have more support and more people on TikTok, but they huddle together and bully me, and and falsely accuse me of being a perp for no reason at all. Just like random. And then they start perping and bullying. And then it seemed like when when they sell out, I'd be the first they come to attack and bully and pick on once they become a perp. you know. But I feel like now with people like with the fake Darnell Williams perp wants to try to, I promise I will never sign up with OnlyFans and start doing sick stuff or whatever. But whatever OnlyFans stars or Instagram models or whatever, I heard like a lot of these people that's into like the adult industry end up getting killed. So like I hear stories about OnlyFans models or people into the sex work or whatever, or prostitution or whatever. They always end up getting killed. So I don't even know if the other female TIs that have sold out, if they're prostitutes also, because Alex Dupree wanted me to be both a prostitute and a perp, and talking about me sexually servicing, like for me to be a lady of nights and sexually servicing um Howard Stern and Adam Sandler. Now, I have zero attraction to Howard Stern, but when I was younger, I never really had like an obsessive crush, but I kind of thought Adam Sandler was a little cute, but never wanted to sleep with him or anything like that. But I would now, after what I know now, I would not want to sleep with anybody in Hollywood. You know, and when you hear that the men are women and the women are men, you know, I wouldn't want to sleep with nobody in Hollywood. And then that they're demonically infested. So, yeah, you can't even trust, like the celebrities, you can't even trust them. I'm like, I could not imagine, you know, excuse me, like I heard that if you hung out with Cardi B or somebody, and then shortly after, oh, you get killed in the most weirdest and most horrific ways because of that dog. I'm just using, for example, that doggone witchcraft. You know, and you hear about vortex and ley lines, and to make sure that the sacrifice is perfect for the devil. You know, and you hear about crop circles and stuff like that. But some people say that, well, I heard that Jesus Christ was 33 years old and he died on the 33rd parallel. They said that Hurricane Katrina happened. They said that New Orleans is on the 33rd parallel. And I heard that Los Angeles is on the 33rd parallel, latitude 33. And the Freemasons used the number 33, the Masonic 33, to mock the real Jesus Christ, the real 33. So the Freemasons, they use the number 33 as a way to mock Jesus Christ's death on the cross. But then Jesus Christ, he, died on the cross for our sins and was buried. And then he rose on the third day. And then he was seen on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. And then he went to sit on the right hand of God, ascended into heaven and to sit on the right hand of God. And then he will be the one to judge us, and send us to heaven or hell. That's what I have been told for the past like 12 years about the Christian doctrine of the biblical Christianity. Now, like, what? Jesus Christ will be the one to judge us and send us to heaven or hell? Like, wow. And I hear that there's the judgment seat and the white throne judgment. And so, I'm feeling like the Christian songs that I've been listening to have helped to motivate me, and I feel like I'm like a big mess and really need to be spiritually cleaned up. I know I'm a big mess. Like, if I die right now, I deserve hell. I'm bad. But I wish I could get to be good enough, worthy enough to go to heaven. But I got my nerve to say that, you know. But like, I heard that Aaliyah and Left Eye also died on the 33rd parallel, and Whitney Houston as well, because she was right in LA. You know. So, just like the rainbow that God used for good, the Luciferians perverted it for y'all know what. And if God used the rainbow to promise that he would never flood the earth again. And all these people think the devil and his servants think that they still think that they can outdo or overthrow or overpower God. You know, I ain't trying to preach. It's not my intent to be preaching. You know, I'm just sharing what I was taught, or, you know, or what I researched, or what I learned, or what I read, you know. But, you know, I have been feeling at my lowest lately, and feeling like, you know, instead of feeling like I want to off myself, I've been trying to fight to feel like I would like to I guess I've been feeling a certain way because I feel like, oh, I need to be serving God, you know. So, and somebody said on Yahoo Answers years ago to someone else that was feeling suicidal, you know, like, they said that instead of you know, instead of, you know, feeling like you want to die, you should just die to yourself and die to your sins and then live for Jesus, you know. But I'm saying that the perps have been harassing me to the point that it's, especially my twin sister, you know, harassing me to the point and like triggering and attacking me in the most sensitive spots, and to the and to and when in a way it make me just feel like everything is just unbearable, and it's like nobody's really coming. Everybody's sitting there watching, and nobody really coming to my defense. You know, but I know that they're intentionally trying to hurt me, and so it's like I'm traumatized by my past attempts and feeling like like what I'm going through, like with the jail and the court situation, and feeling in suspense and don't know what to expect, and just feeling like I don't know what to expect it, and that's got me with all kinds of freaking anxiety, you know, and it seems like only a small handful of sincere Christian TIs that I occasionally interact with, but I'm not really close with them, you know. But you know, I know that the stalkers are, you know, trying very hard to try to get me to just give up on life, and for me to feel like I don't want to feel like I want to off myself, and I'm scared to do that. I'm scared to attempt that again, and feeling traumatized by my past attempts, and I feel like I don't want to do that. But they just trying to make me feel so doomed and hopeless, like for y'all to call the police on me and get me wrongfully banned from hotels, restaurants, libraries, the airport, jobs, getting me evicted from my place to live, and then being forced homeless is so hard and it's unbearable. And I'm scattering around and panicking that I can't find another job fast enough. And um and oh, excuse me. So for them to make me feel like that if I get another job, they will find out and sabotage the job anyway. They make me feel doomed and hopeless and feel like, well, it's pointless for me to even try to look for a job anymore if they keep doing this. And they succeeded at making even Christians hate me. Even people who say that they're Christian and targeted want nothing to do with me. So the fake Darnell Williams perp illegally went to follow 35 people of my followers and trying to stalk, follow, and harass me. And then, to lie to people in the TI community and make them try to cause me to lose Twitter followers behind him lying on me and stuff. And then he lies to people and say that I'm a perp that already sold out, and I haven't. But I know for a fact people like Wyatt will be glad to gang stalk for the money and gang stalk for the thrill. I think if they were to turn the biological brother Sean into a perp, I think that they probably would. I think he probably would have joined out of gullah if he were to ever, I think he probably would join out of gullibility, like David Jane, or if they didn't know because they don't know no better. But certain family members got that whoever is a vigilante perp, their motivation is because they think you deserve to be punished. But then they have certain perps that perp for the money, or they perp for the thrill. They perp for the money or perp for the thrill. And the perps were so angry at me Friday. The fact that I said that they would rather see me prostitute to survive rather than make an honest living. I think that pissed them off to where they got mad and called the library on me. That's why they called the library on me. So thanks for listening to me. I'm going to say it again. Like, I'm trying to fight to stay alive, and they're trying to force me to die, or make it like as if I have no other alternative to just, stop fighting to survive. Or they just want me to go and off myself, trying to force me off the earth. While I'm trying to fight to live, trying to fight to survive, and I don't know of any other way to survive. And so, I'm, I mean, as I said, I have enough funds, just enough for breakfast and dinner, but no lunch. And nobody questions how many meals my twin sister eats per day. She ain't big for no reason. And so I was trying to get help for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. for a hotel room out of the rain. And the fake Darnell Williamsport was like, yeah, I called the hotels on you and stuff. You know. And so, but I've been trying to pray more and battle against this, what they're doing to me. Because you're not going to get me to join y'all. That's a promise. That is a promise. I'm not going to join a bunch of fucking retards and dummies. Y'all calling me the same names that y'all are. I mean, how the hell you going to be somebody's handler? You younger than me and you can't even spell. You can't spell the word liar. You don't need to be my doggone handler.